the changes that I saw in just 1 week of doing that are crazy. And I think that this is the main thing that transformed my life in a week. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Christina, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So I am just so excited for today's video because if you've been following along, I'm currently doing a 90-day series where basically I'm just trying to evolve and develop into the person that I really feel like I can become by the end of this year. So I've been trying a lot of different things. I've been experimenting, seeing what sticks, and some things work, some things haven't. And I just want to share today some of the top things that I did within the first week that I started kind of experimenting and trying self-development tactics, that during that first week of me implementing them, I saw a complete turnaround, whether it's productivity wise, mental health wise, physical health wise. And I just want to share these things because I think me doing just these things on a daily basis completely just made the journey of me trying to better myself so much easier and took a lot of weight off of myself. So I'm just here to share those things with you guys today. So yeah, let's just get into the video. So the very first thing that I started implementing when I began trying to start this self-improvement journey was the Pomodoro Method. And sorry, I don't know if I'm even saying that right. Basically what the Pomodoro Method is basically productivity in intervals. And I did not realize how effective this would be for my productivity. Like guys, ever since I started doing this, I feel like it increased my productivity times 2. It kind of time blocks the productivity into 25-minute intervals. So for 25 minutes straight, you're just giving it all you got, you're being very productive, then you take a 5-minute break, and then you kind of go back to being productive for another 25 minutes, and you do that like 4 times. This is such a game changer for me because it really just like, especially the visuals of it and everything, it kind of just keeps me on task for the 25 minutes. And then once it's a break, it just allows me to like, you know, take a short break. And I feel like going back into the next 25 minutes, it doesn't feel like I'm overloading myself. It kind of feels like I took a break and now I'm ready to go back into it. So that's just one thing that has really improved my productivity and just overall is something that I started incorporating into just different tasks and different activities that are very much like tedious. I feel like I really don't want to do this, but it's something that I have to do. I kind of started using the Pomodoro Method because it just breaks it down and makes it feel more manageable. The next one is I would plan my days the day before, if that makes sense. Like I would always plan 1 day before, and so every day I would kind of figure out the tasks that I have to do the next day. And for me, this helped me so much because I think I'm one of the people where if I don't write something down and I don't see something, I forget things and I kind of don't prioritize things the right way. So what I started doing is just writing things down in the order that they're gonna be. I would write down the time, I just write down the events that I did not want to forget. And this helped me because I feel like it really just put all my thoughts into one place. Like without writing things down, it feels like everything's in here, and that kind of just, my brain is like a scattered mess when I do things that way because it's like, am I forgetting something? Like I always feel like I'm forgetting something. So just writing everything down and like prioritizing it in the order that needs to be done just took that stress, the added pressure away from me trying to remember everything. So that's the second one. And the third one is this tactic, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard about this, but it's basically like the 3-second rule. And basically what this is if there was something that I was dreading to do, I didn't give myself the choice to not do it. I just cut it down. Like I would just be like 3, 2, 1 and do it. I would take like the thought process away from it because I realized when I procrastinate with something, it's because I'm overthinking it. It's because I have a whole bunch of anxiety in my head built up around it. So really just counting down from 3 and just getting up and doing it has really forced me to like move past that like anxiety and like the anxiousness around the task and just got myself into doing it. And this actually has helped me a lot. I definitely am one to like procrastinate a lot, but ever since I started doing this method for like the tasks that I think are just really strenuous, it just makes me do it right away. And doing that along with doing Pomodoro are like 2 things that like work really well together because I'll just force myself to do something and then I'll do the 25-minute intervals, and those things together have really just like made doing almost every task way easier for me. So the next one is habit tracking, and habit tracking is so fun. Like I don't know, it just is like, it makes the task fun because I like seeing like the line of straight check marks. I just like seeing my progress. Like when you track your progress, it's like you are visually seeing the work that you're putting in and you're seeing how it's accumulating over time. So I just started tracking off every day that I do something, don't do it, I just will put a check mark. And this also shows me my weak points, or this shows me areas that I really should improve on, because if I see that one line doesn't have any check boxes, I'm like, okay, if this is something that I'm really trying to do and there's no check boxes there, clearly something's not working. So it just gives me a visual like analyzer for myself, and just shows me where I can improve, the area that I'm doing really good in. And this has just been a great tactic to, like I said, just visually seeing the actions that I am taking for myself. And so the next one is more of like a mindset one, and basically what I've been doing recently that has really helped me even within the span of the week is that every time that I have a negative thought about myself, about someone else, about anything, I instantly replace it with a positive thought. And this sounds kind of like, okay, cliche, whatever, but this has really, and I'm not even joking, I feel like it's been making me a way more positive person, because I realize that sometimes I doubt myself, and sometimes I don't think I'm doing enough, I don't think I'm going hard enough, but then I'll think like, Christina, you did a lot today. Like, Christina, you're doing a good job. Instead of belittling myself, I try to uplift myself and push myself, and this has honestly just been a great way to make me more positive. And when it comes to just like negative thoughts, like, oh my gosh, I have to do this, like I have to do this, I'll change my mindset to I get to do this. And I think just that little difference of I have to and I get to, it kind of shifts your perspective, because it's like, these are blessings that I prayed for. I'm living in blessings that I prayed for a long time ago. So that just keeps me very like grounded, and realize like, why am I complaining about something that I wanted so badly like a long time ago, and now I have it and I'm complaining about it? Like, I don't know, just changing my perspective has really just like grounded me, and like I said, has I think made me a more positive person. So the next one is stillness, and I think stillness can be like done in a lot of different ways. Like for me, I like to meditate. Like meditating and just taking a time out of my day to really be still and just not have a whole bunch of distractions is something that really benefits me. But I don't think stillness has to be meditation. I think it can be like, just like, I do this all the time too. I'll just like lay down for like 10 minutes and not be asleep. I'll just be up, like just relaxing. I don't know, I think there's a lost art of like slowness. Like I think everything, especially like in this day and age, everything is very fast paced. Everything is gotta do this, and like taking some time just to recenter yourself and just realize like, I don't have to rush every second of the day. It's just something that a lot of people need to start incorporating back into their routine, because I personally think that doing this makes me way more thoughtful. I think it makes me way more creative, because you can't like think of great ideas when you're constantly distracted by things. So I realized that in my moments of stillness, whether that's meditation, whether that's me just lying down doing nothing, is when I really just have a lot of deep reflective moments where I think about things that I can work on within myself. I think of things that maybe new ideas that I want to try to create. I just think it really just has boosted my creativity and just my mindfulness. So the next one kind of ties into stillness, but I think it's a little different, and it is like accepting boredom. Because one thing that I realized about myself is like, every minute that I'm not doing something, it's like I go for my phone. Like I grab my phone. Like if I'm driving and I'm like at a red light, I grab my phone. And the more I analyze my behavior, I realize, why am I trying to fill every moment of my time with stimulation? I just want to go back to the days for me personally where like I don't feel the constant need to grab for my phone every single second that I'm not being entertained or stimulated. So once I became more aware of this, when I'm at a red light or when I'm just doing something for a brief second that I'm not really stimulated by anything, I just try to enjoy the presence of it. Because I think when we say like time is flying so fast, it's because we're always trying to fill the moments with something else. For me, in those moments when I'm at a red light, I just start like people watching. And I'm not saying that in a weird way. Like I'll just like start looking at people's that sounds weird, but I promise it's not a weird way. Like I just become more observant is basically what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that basically I just start looking at my surroundings, and I start noticing things that are like really like beautiful moments. Even though they're small, they're like beautiful. Like just people like jamming out in their cars, just people like with their kids on a walk. It's like, wow, like there's so much beauty in just the mundane moments, and we miss them when we always try to distract ourselves. So me kind of accepting boredom has allowed me to be way more present and really see and appreciate the small things that can be overlooked when you're looking down on your screen. So the next one is, this is something if you've been watching my channel, you have seen that this is something I've been doing a lot lately, because it completely like has changed the way I feel. Like it just has changed the way, for lack of better words, it just has changed the way I feel, and it just has made me such a calmer, such a lighter person. Like I really truly feel like in a week of time doing this has made me such a lighter person. Like not just like light as in weight, but like light as in I feel light. Like I don't feel as heavy. And this is yoga. I did this every day for a week. I'm sure everyone's different. That's why I'm just kind of telling you guys what works for me. But for me, it's really been such a transformational thing that I've been doing. Doing yoga is something that really allows me to get my body moving. I feel like it makes my body feel way less tense. It just makes my head feel clearer. It just makes me go into myself and kind of just reflect while I'm like using my body. I don't know how to describe it, and I really don't know exactly why I think yoga is having such a big impact on me, but try yoga for a week. I am not lying. Do it for a week for like, it doesn't even have to be a long time. Do it for 15 minutes if you can, even 10 minutes. If you don't have time, just try to fit it in before bed real quick. Just see if you notice that you feel less stressed out during the day. See if you notice that your muscles feel less tense. So just try it and see what happens, because for me it really made me feel less tense. It made me feel way less stressed out, and I really want to know the science behind. I need to look it up because it's really been doing wonders for me, and I need to know the science behind it. So the next one is I have been spending way more time outside, and I can admit I'm very much a hermit type of person. I like to be in my room in the dark, in the cold. Like I don't know, I just like being all warm and cozy in my room. But like one thing I realized is that being outside is just such a mood enabler. Is that the word? Enabler? Enhancer, sorry. It's such a mood enhancer because I don't even know why either. I just think we as humans are wired to be connected to nature. And so I noticed that since I started trying to go out more on walks, it's such a calming sensation. It clears my mind. It just makes me grateful for the world around me. Like once again, it just makes me appreciate the small things. It makes me see like the beauty that God has created in our world. And that's just something that I began incorporating, that I just see major improvements as well. So this is the last one, and I think that this is the main thing that transformed my life in a week, and it is detoxing. Guys, I cannot express to you how detoxing I think has like completely like bettered myself in just a week. Like if you've been keeping up with the series, you saw that I'm on like this wellness journey as well, and so I picked up like a detox. I went to the store, learned a lot about it, all this stuff. So basically ever since I've been doing that detox, I just do it in the morning and I do it at night. And I like the changes that I saw in just 1 week of doing that are crazy, because I'm sure I mentioned on my channel in one video or another that energy is something that I struggled with for a very long time. I felt drowsy, I felt low energy, I felt like I couldn't get up, I couldn't get myself out of bed sometimes. And I really contribute the changes to this detox because it's like immediately when I took it, it's like you do have side effects. I'm not gonna say like it's all perfect. You do see side effects like a little bit of nausea, you kind of get headaches, so there are minor like side effects. But I just seen so many more positive results than negative. Like within the first week that I started detoxing, my energy skyrocketed. Like I never felt like I had more energy in my life. I never felt like I had more motivation in my life than when I started detoxing. And I'm just speaking for myself, but I think one of the reasons why is that there are just so many things inside of people that like we just keep in there for so long and we don't flush it out, and that causes drowsiness, that causes fatigue, it causes all these things. And so that's why I think it's so important to like detox every once in a while just to rejuvenate. Basically, while I was detoxing, I also started taking like multivitamin supplements. I take a probiotic now. I take ashwagandha, I think that's how you pronounce it. And what else do I take? I take lion's mane for memory. And so detoxing first, along with taking all of those supplements and vitamins, I just have never felt better. And I'm not even just over exaggerating, I'm just truly saying like I have, my mood has never felt better. I don't feel as stressed out as much. I don't feel as fatigued as much, tired as much. So like literally just taking the time to like find things that work for me, because I'm sure everyone's different and everyone needs different things, but taking the time to find things that literally work for me and what my body needs and my deficiencies was just such a game changer. And it was like I automatically saw the improvements within just a week of time. So it was just like, it's crazy. And like that just shows how how important it is to prioritize our health, because I feel like a lot of the reasons why I was not feeling motivated, why I wasn't feeling like I had the energy to get up and do things, is because there were just things in my body that just were draining me of my energy. So once I kind of pinpointed that, it just has been such a game changer for me. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions about any of the topics that I discussed, what detox I use, or like how that works for me, just feel free to reach out. I will be more than happy to answer it. And I really challenge each and every one of you to incorporate these things during just 1 week. Just try it for 1 week. Just try it for 1 week. It's not gonna hurt you. It can't hurt you. So try it for 1 week and let me know how that goes for you, because I hope it just makes you feel as good as it has made me feel. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.